Hello, ladies, and welcome to today's Behind the Scenes. Well, today is Friday, and I have another female entrepreneur to spotlight today. Hello, ladies, and welcome. Well, I am so excited to introduce Rachel is here from Integrity Cleaning. And I was just asking Rachel how long we have known each other.
Since Oscar was one. That's long.
13 years.
Holy moly.
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. And I have loved watching your business grow.
Aww.
I have. It's developed into something beautiful.
It's huge.
You have a well-oiled machine going.
So, yeah. First 10 years was residential and now we're commercial. Since COVID, we went commercial. So.
Yes. So Rachel, has a cleaning company. And let's just start with the first question. Tell us about your business and what inspired you to start it.
Okay, the inspiration, this is gonna go deep. Okay, so
I got my coffee.
The inspiration was literally just to feed me and my stepdaughter. So you know the deep of it. I was in an abusive marriage. His control would make me lose jobs. So I was on unemployment and I just prayed to the Lord. I'm like, I want to work, Lord. I don't know what to do. Just show me a sign. And the next day he told me, you can't work for men or with men.
Okay.
And I had an instant knowing that's my business plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to work for myself, by myself, in empty houses for women.
Okay. I love it.
Like from there, I was full-time by the end of the month.
Yeah.
And for 10 years straight, I was full-time with a waiting list without a website or a Google listing or anything. It was referral-based only.
It was referral-based only. I remember, and she cleaned for me and my mother. Obviously, that's how we met. And like, you're the best. And I miss you.
Thank you.
Because now she does commercial and she doesn't do residential anymore. We keep knocking on her door and saying, please, Rachel, please.
I send someone to her house, okay? It's not me, but
yes. And you did it all on your own, but then, yeah.
So when COVID hit, everyone canceled because we didn't know what was happening. So it was the first time in 10 years I actually took a break.
Wow.
And I was dating a new guy, my beau, John, who said, okay, it's been 10 years of business. Let's get you a website. You need a website and maybe a Google listing. And we just started advertising commercial. And with the whole germ craze, like the phone was ringing off the hook. He did some phenomenal marketing and it's been exponential growth every year.
Wow.
Like he 13x'd my business like since COVID.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah. That's huge growth.
It is huge growth. And I think you're such an amazing businesswoman and you've always been so, and Integrity Cleaning is your name, which I'm just like, you have so much integrity.
Oh,
and
thanks,
it's
Tess.
so, it's so true.
I try to be authentic and a woman of my word. And
yes.
What you see is what you get for realsies.
For realsies. I love you. You're the best. Oh, you're so cute. Okay, so what makes your business unique then?
So like Integrity Cleaning, we are not the franchise. Like you're going to have a lot of cheap competitors in the market that are franchises. They hire people on payroll. They barely train. And these employees get a limited time to get in and out. And then there's the family-run businesses that have... they care about completing the task, but if it's just a ma and pa or a couple, who do you call as accountability for that?
Yeah.
And if it's just two people, where's the growth to create like generational wealth? So I'm right in the middle. So I have, a lot of helpers that work for me.
Yeah.
They're all self-employed entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So this is similar to like the painting industry or something like that, where they're subcontractors, they're self-employed, they have pride of ownership. So when they're doing the scope of work, they're paid for the scope of work and they do it to excellence because they have liberated themselves from the 9-to-5. They now
own their own.
They own their own time. They have their own tools.
Yeah.
They can say yes or turn down projects. So they have pride of ownership.
Taking pride of it,
And there's a whole different level of completion, like excellence of service, when someone truly cares. So each and every helper that works for me is like a subcontract self-employed person.
Yes,
And many of them
that
have
makes a difference.
grown their businesses to hire their parents, hire their siblings, register the business, charge me HST,
Yes.
build their tool inventory and
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So I'm helping other people
Well, that's very smart of you.
start
to have done
mini
it that way.
businesses just like I did.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times these people have like been competing in the market. They haven't been able to get work. They're sick and tired of the 9-to-5 rat race. They want to grow something that they built themselves.
That
So
they feel proud of.
when everyone that is working for me loves what they're doing,
What do you do?
that's their choice to start a mini business.
Yeah.
And they love it. They have a passion for it. They're willing to learn my special little tricks of the trade for extra shiny stuff.
Yeah.
shiny.
Does. She's the best. Oh my God. I miss you.
So,
You're so cute.
and it's limitless at that point. If
Yeah.
I can train other people to start a mini business, a mini self-employment,
That's also very rewarding.
it's unlimited. It's so rewarding. Some of these people are like on disability. They can only work 2 days a week, but like they're working with the ODSP self-employment programs,
Okay.
and they're like flourishing,
Yeah.
as someone with a physical disability or something like that.
Yeah. That's
So,
amazing. How many
yeah.
employees do you have then? Or how many
Subcontractors. So I think last I counted, there's like my parents as well. And I think we're at 18.
Okay. So what has the biggest challenge been as a business
Oh.
owner?
So it's letting go and letting the people I've trained to do the work I've entrusted them to do. That is the biggest challenge, like to go away and entrust these people with the keys, the task list, the quality level that's expected, and just let go.
Yeah.
When I first did that, my first couple helpers, it was nerve-wracking.
I bet.
It was nerve-wracking,
Yeah.
but you're peeking in on them all the time, and it's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing so great.
Yeah. Good.
So
Well, it's
that
a
was
good
hard.
leader. You're a great leader. So that would be tricky. Okay. So advice you would give another woman starting up a business.
You can be excellent at your craft, but stand in your strengths, employ your weaknesses. That's the most important thing. If you're excellent in your craft, but how do people find you? How do people, find you on Google or reach you? How do you get leads? The most important thing is online marketing. Get the phone ringing, get the calls, get the sales.
Yeah.
If you're a professional that is not in sales and marketing, that's the person that you want to hire. Find the pro
Yeah.
to help you with that.
To fill in the spaces that you're not,
Yes.
you're not your strength.
Yeah, my lane is
Yeah.
training, excellence, and cleaning.
Yeah.
And
Well, now
that-
you have your partner to help you with the marketing part.
Johnny Boo.
What a great partnership. That's perfect though, right?
He's like a master of marketing, so
Yeah. But with our business too, I find that it's hard to be all hats.
that's yes.
And
yeah.
Ryan's really, he's in sales and he trains on sales. So I've had him come in and, talk to the
It's
girls.
so helpful.
And it is helpful because he thinks of all these things that I'm like, what? I never even thought of that. Or,
Yeah.
how customers think coming in the store or whatever. What are the, you're kind of focused on what you're good
Your
at.
lane is
Yeah,
you're
your lane,
focused in
exactly.
your gifting, and if you're trying to be 17 hats,
Yeah.
you're actually just stretching yourself. You really want to catapult in your lane and staff that extra help.
Yes.
Outsource.
Yes. So try to learn that earlier on,
Yeah.
right? Outsourcing and getting that help
Mhm.
rather than trying to take it on all yourself.
Yeah.
I guess in the beginning as well, you kind of do take it all on because of, maybe financially it doesn't work to hire. But ask friends, ask family. I have a really good friend in marketing and she helped me a lot in the beginning as well. We would go for dinner and I'd be like, I'm buying you dinner because you just helped me so much.
Yeah,
right?
you don't know
Like,
what you don't know.
Yeah,
So it's good
exactly.
marketing is key.
Is key.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, so supporting local, what does that mean to you?
Every single business in the Niagara region is local, but to me, honestly, that means this is a family-run business. They've, fought in the realm of employment and getting clientele and building a product or a service.
Yeah.
And now they're creating a growing family business. So whether it's only like one person or 3 people or like multiple family,
Yeah.
like local would be someone that's really from Niagara.
Yes. No, it's
That's
true.
serving and selling their niche product, making it in Canada.
Yeah. Do you have a name of a favorite place in Niagara? It could be anything. I always love this question. Because there's these places that you
know.
find along the way and you're like, oh my God, I want everyone to know about it.
Well, okay, I'm going to hinge on two. The first primary is Joint Technology Group, just because
Yes.
unreal business advice, like stuff I would never think of, and all the marketing.
So this
And-
is John's business.
Yeah,
Yes.
John's business, John Galley, Joint Technology Group, basically the search engine optimization, that is number one, and he's been doing it for 20 years.
You keep telling me this because you've been together, what, for 7 years now? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
you always
again-
tell me, you're always telling me, SEO.
Search, everyone looks on their phone on Google for something.
Yeah.
So that is key.
It is important.
He served in the military, he's served our country, and he's owned his
Oh,
business for
wow.
20 years.
That's
so
amazing.
I feel like, that's a family-run Niagara business.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, I changed up where I got my hair done
Ooh.
to the Katie Elizabeth salon. Katie Elizabeth.
Is this on 4th Ave?
Yes, it is.
I have a friend that just went to her too, and she loves her.
So Katie took psychology. So I'm gonna tell you, when you get your hair done, when you get your hair done, it's a me time, and you're turning off your phone. You're not checking your
I love
emails. You
Your
are
hair does
literally.
look great. The color is beautiful.
I feel like back to my natural self. But I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so I usually try to book it like around when I know I need a day off,
Yes.
and I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go do a few things for myself.
I love
So,
that. That's
if
so
you wanna-
intentional.
And she has a psychology degree, okay? So if you want to have a good old mentee bee, if you want to have a mental breakdown, a good old mentee bee, and get your hair done, you can have some like a really meaningful conversation
Yeah.
in the chair.
She's great.
Which is, and you don't need to know the lingo of hair. She dissects it for you and
Okay.
understands and solves
The
the blonding.
the-
If you need blonding.
Well, I was gonna say your blonde is looking great.
My blonde. This is like back in my childhood blonde.
I
so
love it. It looks fabulous.
It's grunge.
So
blonde.
sorry, what is her name again?
Katie Elizabeth Salon.
Salon, and that is on 4th Ave. I believe
Yeah.
it's in the big Marcos Plaza.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, yeah. A girlfriend of mine has started to go to her and has worked miracles on her hair because she had really thinning
yeah,
of the
yeah.
hair, and she's really helped
Yes.
her.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
the people there.
Oh, I love that. I love that story. And then you get a little bit of both. I feel like sometimes you have the hairdresser that, listens to you, or sometimes you have the hairdresser that you listen to them. There's
I've
both.
vented, and I've gotten very wise advice and some encouragement. I even had a good old mentee bee there in the chair. So this is why I'm saying.
Well, she probably brought it out of you, right?
She swooped me away to this private little room to get my hair
Aw,
done.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And washed.
Yeah.
And there was a nice old curtain that she closed, and I just cried my little eyes off.
Oh, the Rachel Day.
Not that that's what you're gonna order. I'm gonna
no.
order a crying room.
You're so cute. Oh my goodness.
You don't need to order that. Just go.
You're so funny. Okay, well that's a great one. I love that. So Paperscript was here last. A lovely woman from Niagara. She does the cards.
Yeah, I've bought some. Yeah.
Yes, Rachel's company cleans Lousje and Bean for us, which is great. So sometimes if she's, you don't fill in anymore, but in the past she would take pictures of items and say, can I buy this?
We're doing a tradesy today. That's what I would come in to clean. And I seriously would just tell her, I'm here, but I just need to browse the new inventory for half an hour while I drink my coffee. So I would just look at all the colors. It's color therapy.
Color therapy.
Here.
And
Color
then
therapy.
actually you also, I just want to touch too, that you've done interior as well. Design.
Thank you for saying
you
that.
Dabbled in that.
So as a gift to myself, I registered my interior design business name.
Yay!
So that's the new, so Integrity Cleaning is paying my bills.
yes.
I'm at the point where I'm now at home and I have some investment money to invest in my dream job, which is interior design. And that's the new,
I
new
love
venture.
that, Rach. That's
the new-
amazing. I'm so proud of you. Well, for years, I've known Rachel for years. And when we sold our house in Grimsby, you came and you staged it all for me.
Yeah, that was
You did such
that
a
was
beautiful
fun.
job. But what I was going to say here, whenever you've come to fill in, like I come in the next day and you've intentionally put things like in such beautiful places. Like you have such
yeah.
an eye for that.
I like
And,
yeah. place.
That's why I
Yeah.
miss you cleaning my house, because
Oh,
I would
good.
come home and everything was like perfect.
I like a pattern of 3. I like 45-degree angles. No,
Yeah, see, she's got it all. And then I remember too when you had all your staging stuff, right?
Oh
You
my
would-
gosh,
you
the
would
staging,
collect-
you know, I thought I'd do staging as a little shortcut for interior design, but I realize going gung-ho and making integrity cleaning a success, don't take the little side roads. Just go for the actual dream, go for the plan,
Yeah,
and don't sidetrack.
yeah. And you have such an entrepreneur in you, right? Like you're just driven. So you
I
have this,
couldn't work for anybody else.
No.
I would be late with the Timmies every day.
yeah.
So
You're so cute.
that's why I tell
Well-
myself, be late with the Timmies. I don't really care.
But you have this well-run machine, good company going, and now you're going to dabble in that. I love that for you. Okay, so the question from Paperscript is, what is a small decision that you've made in business that has left a big shocking impact?
Yes, the shocking impact, a huge decision. I don't work in the business anymore. I work on the business. And, you know, that was the advice given to me from John. Very good advice. If you're working in the business, you're only really earning that 1 hour that you just sold your life at. But you could train someone to do those hours. In fact, you can train multiple people
Yeah.
to do those hours. So working on the business is exponential growth. Working in the business is just that 1 hour.
Yeah.
So that was the hardest and the most impactful. So I've stepped away already 2 years now.
Of doing that?
Yeah.
We need to sit
I don't
and
schedule
have a-
myself anymore.
You don't? No, I know. I never
No.
see you. You're so
I just
cute.
train.
You just train. Well,
Yeah.
that's so great. And it's so important that you've gotten to that level. That's a difficult, thing to do. to
Yeah,
let
because
that
you feel
go
like you have
too.
to have hands-on in
I-
order to make sure.
Absolutely.
But the making sure is just carving your training method.
Yeah.
And
It's-
you can
no,
puppeteer.
it's-
I don't want to say puppeteer, but you can puppeteer the business a lot better
Yes.
overseeing a lot than just selling an hour of yourself
Yeah.
in the business.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. And that's growing, right? Like
Yeah.
that's great. Congratulations. I'm very proud of
Oh,
you.
thank you, Tess.
It's been, 13
You're like
years.
a big sissy.
I know. We always have our little chitty chats. I love running into you, but I don't see you as much anymore. Okay, lastly, can you leave a question for the next victim,
So,
ladies? No, I'm joking.
I am going to say,
Yes.
it's a little bit personal. If you can say that there was a miracle or a God knowing or a supernatural alignment of doors opening, where can you see God did some sort of move in your life that lined everything up to have your business happen?
Okay. And now I'm spiritual. But
Yes.
so for me, it would be like what would have opened up.
Yes, what
Yes.
supernatural thing?
Yes.
What's the miracle? What's the open door that happened? What's the line?
Okay.
What's that supernatural knowing?
Yeah. I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
great. I always think of my manifestations. Can it
Okay, I'm
be
gonna
related
say-
to that?
I'm going to say my internal dialogue had to change. In order for me to be successful, my internal dialogue had to change. So I would speak to myself in the mirror of as if I was already successful, as if I was already
It works.
free from my ex-husband, as if I was
Yeah.
liberated.
Yeah.
So I would say, I am professional. I am self-employed. I can work where I want to.
Yeah.
It was an internal dialogue that had to change in order for me to get into it.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I manifested Ryan into my life.
I believe that.
Oh, ladies, that's for another day. But I always say that. I actually have a picture of us in our bathroom, and it says, sorry for my language, it says manifest that shit.
Oh yes, 100%.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Anyways, but well, thank you, Rachel. That was wonderful.
You're welcome.
I am very proud of you and the success
Thank
you're
you.
you're having in your business. Yeah, I hope there's continued growth there in your new venture. I love that. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah, that'll be part deux.
Yeah, part two. All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for tuning in. And watch out Sunday. Lousje will be on the couch, and have an amazing day. And as Lousje always says, keep on smiling.
Bye.